Good morning, guys. Welcome back, and hello if you are new. I hope that all of you are doing really well and you've had a lovely weekend. Now, this is the craziest week that we've had in quite a long time, so there's a hell of a lot of releases on the 17th coming out. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss any of them. So the first review that I'm going to be doing this week is Carcass's Torn Arteries. So 8 years after their return, where they basically redefined the genre all over again with Surgical Steel, it seems that the old adage of good things come to those who wait really is apt for this brand new Carcass release. I don't think there's really a good reason to compare this all that much to Surgical Steel. They're two very different albums. This album is Carcass, I think, trying something a little bit different. There's more of a bluesy kind of approach and almost a prog rock kind of vibe to it, which, you know, having prog rock and Carcass in the same sort of sentence seems quite odd, but it really does make sense when you listen to it. And although there are new elements, there's definitely familiar sounds on this album. You've got the single Under the Scalpel Blade, which I know was, I think, released in the Decibel Flexi series, so that's been out for a while now. But you've also got Kelly's Meat Emporium and the actual title track itself, which kicks the album off, which is all very classic Carcass, you know, fast riffs, big solos, and those kind of classic Jeff Walker raspy vocals. But then there's kind of like more of a, I don't know, a thrash angle at times. So Eleanor Rigor Mortis, for example, I also love the wordplay on this album. That opens up and almost sounds like something out of, you know, like 1986 thrash. It reminded me of like Peace Cells era Megadeth a little bit before they get going into that, which is that signature kind of slower Carcass groove. But then, like I said, you know, they're experimenting with different things. So you've got this kind of like Mexican whip crack, which is in God We Trust. Then you've also got Flesh Ripping Sonic Torment Limited, which has an acoustic introduction. But all of this is moving Carcass into somewhat of a different territory without losing their signature identity, really. But if anything, I think Torn Arteries shows that there is more of a progressive inkling with the band now. You know, you've got songs like The Dance of Ixtab, which is a bit more slower, it's a bit bluesy, but then you've kind of got the double whammy, which is right in the middle of the album, which is The Devil Rides Out, and then Flesh Ripping Sonic Torment Limited, which is a 9-minute salvo. You know, it goes through many different iterations, and is easily, you know, like the most progressive song on this album for sure. The explosion, swinging through the air to die, Summer Queen Angel, Deathway. And also there's the Scythe's remorseless swing, as Alan Johnson said.
The Scythe is remorseless. I hope the Scythe's remorseless swing can bring some comfort to you all.
But that song has a kind of a really nice introduction, again, sets the scene and is a great way to finish the album, and also very different. It's a combination of, you know, Jeff Walker's classic rasps. I also love the fact that Bill's vocals have kind of made a reappearance as well, which is really cool. Bonus points for the Peep Show reference as well, because that was just absolutely wicked. Peep Show is one of the best shows ever.
No turkey!
Torn Arteries is another addition to Carcass's excellent catalogue, and although maybe not quite as immediate or highly polished as Surgical Steel, it still proves that there's a hell of a lot going on in the Carcass camp, and they're able to kind of expand their sound, but without losing their core sense of their identity. So I hope you guys enjoyed this album review. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I just want to also say, as ever, thank you for all my coffee supporters. It really does mean the world. I hope that all of you are keeping safe and sound, and look for my next album review, which will be up this week as well. Take care, my friends, and I'll see you very soon.
Feel free to use my enchanted coracle.